There is a genuine possibility now that Tottenham could get relegated this season. Another weekend has just gone by, and it was another Premier League defeat for Thomas Frank and Tottenham. And we are hovering above the relegation zone. We need to be looking over our shoulder because West Ham at the weekend won, Leeds United at the weekend won. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but if Man United do us a favour tomorrow and somehow we get a win against Newcastle, we may actually be safe. But if West Ham, for whatever reason, pull a rabbit out the hat, and this isn't out of the realms of possibility for West Ham because this is something they do when results and predictions and the probability of them winning is all against them, they end up pulling a rabbit out of the hat and winning the game. And I actually believe if West Ham beat Man United tomorrow and we don't beat Newcastle tomorrow, if Thomas Frank is not sacked on the spot, like this isn't a joke anymore. We're 6 points above the relegation zone. 6 points. Nottingham Forest have got Wolves this Premier League game week. They could quite easily leapfrog us. Not only that, but West Ham are actually in decent form. Leeds have got a tough run of games, but so have we. We've got Newcastle United, Liverpool, Crystal Palace, Fulham and Arsenal in our next 5 games. We've got 1 win in our last 10 Premier League games. Our captain is now suspended for 4 games after getting a red card against Manchester United, in which was our 2nd red card for him this season. Just give Van der Ven the armband at this point because he just clearly is checked out. He clearly doesn't want to be here. He's been heavily linked to the move away. So what's the point in him actually being here? Let's just be honest. It's absolutely pathetic at this point, this football club. It really, really is. Make sure you go down and drop a like on the video if you haven't already. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button. The road to 20,000 subscribers is well and truly on. We just hit 11,000. We're absolutely steamrolling through this. But I just wish Tottenham would start steamrolling teams. I really, really do. It is so bad. Like, genuinely, it is so bad for us right now. We're in the pits. We really, really are. Like, enough's enough. Just fold this season. Just write this season off because it's really, really is that bad. You look at where we are in the Premier League. We've got 1 win in 10. 0 wins in our last 5 games. We at one point had plus 15 goal difference. We now have plus 0. We don't even have, it's not even plus, is it? It's just 0. I mean, look at our recent results. 3 losses and 2 draws. And we've got Newcastle, Arsenal and Fulham away next. Who, by the way, all 3 teams, if you haven't already realised, are miles above us. You know, Fulham are 5 points clear of us. Newcastle, if they win, would go 7 points clear of us. You know, look at that. We're above Leeds United on goal difference. It really is terrible. You know, you look at the position we are in the league. We're above the relegation zone by 3 points, and Nottingham Forest have got Wolves this weekend. That, for me, is catastrophic at this point. It really, really is. He is the lowest win percentage of any manager in the Big 6 clubs in Premier League history. 28% win rate in the Premier League. 1-7 of 25. I'm sorry, but that is disastrous. And you put that in with the injuries we've got out. You put that in with Romero's 4-game ban. You put that in with the fixtures we've got coming up. It really isn't good. And I'll be honest, I just don't see a world in which Thomas Frank survives. But then again, I've been saying that for such a long time. I've been saying that, you know, and Thomas Frank has just said that Kevin Danso is still weeks away from returning. So what is our centre-back partnership going to be for tomorrow night? It's probably going to be Radu Dragusin and Van der Ven. I mean, look at that. That is disastrous. Kevin Danso is weeks away. Like, I'm sick and tired of this. I'm sick and tired of this fucking football club. Destiny Udogie is going to be out with 4 to 5 weeks with a hamstring injury. Like, and this come out earlier today. How is he out for 4 to 5 weeks? They're dropping like flies. What is our medical team doing? They are dropping like flies. You know, and this come out from Tottenham Tears over the weekend. And I said this in my post-match reaction. Every game from here will only underline why Thomas Frank did himself no favours with his match reaction to Tottenham's January transfer window. Injuries can only excuse so much, by publicly defending the club's negligence last month when we should have strengthened was self-sabotage. But no, we're told to judge the board in the summer when it's fair, it says it all. You know, this manager is a fucking fraud. This football club have got no idea what they're doing. And you look at the potential players for tomorrow, right? Souza apparently is going to start. Vicario, Van de Ven, Archie Gray, and Danso is going to be our back four and goalkeeper. Paulinho, Gallagher, Sarr, Colomwani, Solanke, Simmons. Our forward line is really the only area of the pitch somehow, some way, that hasn't got injuries. But we have that Romero, Jed Spence, Ben Davies, Udogie, Danso, Pedro Porro, Kulusevski, Madison, Bergval, Rodrigo Bentancur, Mohamed Kudus, and Richarlison. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players out injured. And thankfully, we're playing Newcastle. A team right now are struggling. But I do actually expect Newcastle to beat us. The way we're performing at the moment, there is no better team to play than us when your team needs a victory. And you look at our next 8 games. Be honest with me. Be honest with me. Are Tottenham going to beat Arsenal? No chance. Are we going to beat Fulham away? No chance. Are we going to beat Liverpool away? Absolutely not. We're not. Are we going to beat Sunderland away? Probably not. Are we going to beat Newcastle tomorrow night? Probably not. You then get into April, where we've got Brighton, Wolves, Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, and Everton. I don't actually know if we win another game this season. That's how I feel about this football club. Somehow we're in the Champions League. The next round of the Champions League will be starting on the knockouts are on the 17th to the 24th of February. The next round is on the last 16, I believe, is on the draws on the 27th of Feb later this month, where we'll find out who we're playing against. But I just don't care anymore. Like, I really, really don't. I'm sick and tired of speaking about this football club. You know, the latest team news is that Kevin Danso is still weeks away. Dejan Kulusevski, who was supposed to be back a while ago, has an appointment with a specialist this week, so we should know more about his return after that. Jed Spence is available, and Destiny Udogie is out for 4 to 5 weeks. Like, I'm sorry, but our injuries this season, it's not an excuse, but it has been an utter disgrace. It really, really has. You know, how have we had this many injuries? What are our medical team doing? You know, Mauricio Pochettino is flirting with the potential return to come back to Tottenham. I'd bite your hand off a Poch right now. I really, really would. You'll get the fans back on side. You'll get everyone singing together, because our recent results in the Premier League, drawing to Man City, losing to Manchester United, you know, it's as bad as it really gets. You know, look at these results, man. We haven't won a Premier League game this year, this calendar year. Our last win was on the 28th of December. Since then, we've drawn to Brentford, that's 1. Drawn to Sunderland, that's 2. Lost to Bournemouth, that's 3. Lost to West Ham, that's 4. Drawn to Burnley, that's 5. Drawn to City, that's 6. Lost to Man United, that's 7. If we don't win tomorrow, that would be 0 wins in 8 games this calendar year, with Arsenal on the 22nd. And I don't want to hear any excuses, because we will have, tomorrow is the 10th, we will have 12 days recovery between the Newcastle game and the Arsenal game. Like, yeah, I'm sorry, but that for me is disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. Our run of games. Our manager hasn't got a clue what he's doing. Our fan base is just sick and tired of watching this absolute crap. Like, but I just, what do we do? Where do we go from here? Do we beat Newcastle? And if we beat Newcastle, we then have Arsenal coming up next. So does it really matter? Like, we're on 29 points. If we were to win tomorrow, the highest we would go is 13th. I mean, look at that. We've conceded more goals now than Brighton, Palace, more goals than Fulham, more goals than Everton, more goals than Brentford, more goals than Villa, more goals than the top 2. The only teams that have conceded more in the league are the bottom 4, bottom 5, Newcastle, and Liverpool are tied with us, and Bournemouth. Like, struggling to get a flipping decent stat to go away. Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.